Prince William and Prince Harry, they are brothers, of course, but they couldn't bring themselves to even share the same stage last night at their mother's tribute awards. Prince William, he spoke first.
This evening's Legacy Award is particularly special as it marks the 25th anniversary year of the Diana Award. She taught me that everyone has the potential to give something back, that everyone in need deserves a supporting hand in life. That legacy is something that both Catherine and I sought to focus on through our work.
Well then, Prince Harry gave his message by video call, but only after his brother had already left the event.
I'm seriously impressed with the work that you do, especially at the young age that you're at. And the future's yours. That's why you've been chosen, and that's why you've been given these awards. So my mum would be incredibly proud of all the work that you've done. I'm incredibly proud, and thank you for doing everything that you do.
And there's another aspect to all this, because just minutes before the ceremony began, Meghan Markle launched this lifestyle brand on Instagram.
I wish you bluebirds in the spring to give your heart a song to sing, and then a kiss, but more than this, I wish...
We're asking this morning, is that a coincidence? Or is this calculated from Meghan Markle? Do let us know what you think. gbviews@gbnews.com. Lots to unpack here. So joining us now is royal correspondent Michael Cole. Very good to see you this morning, Michael. And should we start with the princes? Because it is really such a sad state of affairs, isn't it, that the two brothers couldn't be in the same room last night to honour their late mother.
Good morning, Ellie. Good morning, Pip. Ironic, isn't it? The Diana Awards to recognise 20 young people around the world doing things, good things in the spirit of Diana and her two sons can't even bear to be in the same room virtually, although 5,500 miles apart. She would be so upset. I promise you, she would be so upset. She loved those boys, and she always felt that they would always be there for each other. Not long before she died, I was speaking to her, and Prince William was really growing quite tall. And I said to her, "You've really bred some height into the royal family." And she said, "And good looks, Michael, and good looks." She was so proud of them. And there you are, he is so tall these days. She would be devastated by this. She would knock their heads together. She wouldn't actually have believed it. And if there was ever a moment for reconciliation, it should have been at the Diana Awards. They only happen once every 2 years, so perhaps there is some way of them getting together over the next 2 years, because it is unutterably sad, and in a way it's a mercy she's not seeing it. But I don't think she would have allowed it to happen. I promise you she would not.
Do you think there would have been discussions, Michael, about whether Prince Harry could have done his message via video link, you know, behind Prince William while he was on the stage? I know that would have totally overshadowed the awards, if you like, but in a positive way, whereas at the moment the awards have been very much overshadowed in a negative way by us still talking about this estrangement. And for many people, actually hearing these words that Harry and William come out with, it just all seems very hollow.
Pip, you're absolutely right, but it was stage managed. Prince William would have insisted that it was that way. He's very, very hurt, not so much by what his brother said about him, but what he said about Catherine, and that's particularly painful at this time when she's recovering from major abdominal surgery, and of course we all wish her well. Now, Prince William has taken this very, very hard indeed, and you know, most men can be put up with being insulted. My goodness, I've been insulted by experts. But what men hate is to have their driving criticised, or their wives or most significant companions criticised by other people. It's going to take a long, long time, a lot of humble pie eating and some fence mending for the reconciliation between the two brothers. It's the greatest pity. There's very few worse things you can see in the world than brothers fighting. And when it's royal brothers, it's somehow even much worse.
It really is very sad, Michael. Look, let's talk about the remarkable timing, really. Just 1 hour before the Diana Legacy Awards last night, the launch of American Riviera Orchard. It's the new lifestyle blog from Meghan Markle.
Ellie, let's call this for what it is. It's home shopping wearing a royal coronet. When the Queen was alive, the late Queen, any member of the family seeking to exploit their royal status for monetary gain was very, very criticised. Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, had to give up her PR business. When Peter Phillips, the son of Princess Anne, was advertising milk in China, or laughably, when Princess Michael of Kent opened the Happy Eater on the A3 near Guildford. I mean, they were laughed out of court, and it was not done. But this, of course, is being sold very much as Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex. You will remember that when she became engaged to Prince Harry, she dropped her social influencing blog, which was called The Tig. Well, essentially, this is a revival of it to sell products. American Riviera is a trademark that they're seeking to register. American Riviera is that part of the coastline in County Santa Barbara, where they live on their Californian Camelot on the hilltop at Montecito. So they're out there flogging product, essentially, as you said earlier, expensive jam, essential things like napkin rings. We all need plenty of those, don't we? And so they're going out to make money out of their royal status. You can't go any way away from that.
But, Michael, are they actually doing anything wrong?
Well, no, I'm sure it's legally okay, but the precedent was, the convention is, that members of the royal family do not go into trade, do not trade on their royal status. Even the awarding of royal warrants is very, very strictly controlled in this country. A company that gets a royal warrant is allowed to put it on their notepaper, on the outside of their building and on their vehicles, but no other exploitation is allowed. Of course, things do change. They live in America. The same rules don't apply. It's just a question of perception. If it was being sold as Meghan Markle, but it's not. It's being sold as Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex.
Of course it is, Michael. What did you expect?
Michael Cole, really good to see you this morning. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Well, do let us know what you make of that.